Something strange just happened in Lebanon, and the United States noticed. Turkey quietly raced ahead with a fighter jet program. Israel might be planning a full takeover of Gaza again, all at once, all pointing to a region that is far from calm. What's really going on? Let's unpack this. Here's a headline that sounds like a spy movie. The United States is pressing Lebanon to return an unexploded US made GBU 39B bomb found after an assassination in Beirut. The question is why? Because Washington fears that if Iran or Russia or other hostile actors get a hold of it, they could reverse engineer its advanced guidance and stealthy strike capabilities that could shift the entire regional weapons balance overnight. This isn't just diplomatic theater, it's panic behind closed doors. A single undetonated bomb lying in a Beirut neighborhood has triggered high level diplomacy, intelligence alerts, and strategic pressure. That's how fragile the balance of power is right now. The assassination. Reportedly, an Israeli operation targeting a Hezbollah commander already raised alarms. But the bomb changed everything. Trust me, analysts say a live, intact GBU 39 is military gold. Once studied, its guidance, penetration, and stealth tech can be copied or countered. That's why Washington is racing to unshow it's returned, destroyed, or secured. Lebanon is now stuck in a deadly game. Hand it over and risk internal backlash from Hezbollah. Keep it and provoke United States pressure or worse. Meanwhile, despite an existing ceasefire framework, recent Israeli reporting suggests some commanders and political leaders are openly discussing aggressive options. And what are those aggressive options? A renewed major offensive, a full military takeover of Gaza, or targeted special operations in pockets of resistance. Why now? Because Israeli intelligence claims that militants are reorganizing faster than expected, and because disarmament plans promised by the mediators have stalled. Some in Israel argue that without clear external enforcement, only military might can restore order. If this happens, a full Gaza takeover, the humanitarian fallout would be massive. Egypt would be under pressure. Qatar's mediation efforts would crumble, and regional tensions could explode. Think about the ripple effects: displacement, refugee waves, destabilization of neighboring states. This also risks dragging Lebanon and, by extension, Hezbollah back into confrontation. Already, regional militias and allies in Iran and Syria are watching closely. Ask yourself, if you were in Ankara or Tehran, would you sit quiet while Gaza gets wiped out again? What happens if Israel goes all in and Palestinians resist? The next few days could define the region's future. At the same time, what is happening in Turkey? Turkey is quietly reshaping its military capacity. The Khan project, Turkey's indigenous fifth generation stealth fighter jet, has moved from prototype to full production planning. And that's a good news for both Turkey and Pakistan. According to official statements, the first full flight is scheduled for 2026, with serial production expected to begin shortly after. Ankara plans to deliver these jets to the Turkish Air Force by 2028 or around 2029, and there's more. Turkey also plans to replace the imported engines with a fully domestic one, the TF-35,000 by 2032, a milestone few countries has actually achieved. Beyond national defense, Khan is already drawing international interest. Countries like Indonesia have signed deals to buy dozens of these jets. You might have heard about the deals ongoing between Turkey and Indonesia, signaling that Khan isn't just a national project, it's becoming a global export product. Turkey today, why this matters in their news, Turkey today, remember that unresolved bomb in Beirut, rising Gaza tensions and shifting alliances. A stronger Turkish Air Force changes regional calculations for Israel, Iran, Gulf states. NATO and picks Turkey as a new key power broker. In short, Turkey's quiet jet revolution may decide who flies and who falls in the next chapter of Middle East geopolitics. Put these pieces together, ladies and gentlemen. A US bomb, unused but extremely dangerous, left in Beirut, raising fears of arms proliferation. Israel possibly gearing up to re-enter Gaza with full force. Turkey quietly building an independent, export-ready stealth air force. This is not a coincidence. This is a pattern, a shifting balance, a new arms race, a rising tension in capitals. If the bomb leaks, Iran or Russia may get new precision weapons. If Israel invades Gaza, Lebanon and Hezbollah may retaliate. If Turkey becomes air powerful, alliances and deterrence frameworks will be rewritten. We are not looking at simple news stories. We are witnessing the opening moves of a potential new regional conflict, maybe even beyond. So ask yourself, who benefits it, and who will get benefit if advanced war tech gets leaked? If Israel invades Gaza, is it about security or control? Will Turkey's jets tip the balance or trigger a bigger arms scramble? Drop your thoughts below. I'll be watching all of this with you and sharing every twist as it happens. Till then, take care. Have a good one. Bye.